Obviously I fight 70 kilograms. I am not 70 kilograms, so I needed to get my weight low enough that I was then able to sweat off. That was all going really well, actually. It was one of my best weight cuts I've ever done. But a thing that you might not know is that when we go to competitions, for me, it's really not about being 70 kilograms. It's about being 70 kilograms on the scales that they use. I'm not saying I'm like cheating or anything or trying to fiddle around with that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that some places you go have really, really accurate scales and some places don't. So I've been to places where the test scales were, half a kilo out, even a kilo out before. So I do take my own scales with me. So I managed to get myself to 70 kilograms on my scales, ready for the weigh-in. But then normally we'd have access to the main real scales, maybe even a day in advance. But at this particular competition in Giza, we didn't have access to those scales until 20 minutes beforehand. So I got myself to 70 kilograms on my scales, turned up at weigh-in, weighed myself for it as a test, and I was 70.1, which is frustrating to say the least when you've spent the past 2 days sweating off in saunas and doing whatever you need to do, when you still realize you've got 100 grams to go. But I'm a professional now, apparently. So me and another member of the team went out into the street because we didn't have access to a dojo or anything like that. We literally had 20 minutes to get me to weight. All I was wearing was a hoodie, some swimming trunks and some flip-flops. Kicked my flip-flops off, stood on the concrete on the pavement outside, have some Uchikomi bands, started doing circuit training. Between sets of that circuit, me and my partner were doing like grappling, wrestling, just trying to fight for posture, because despite being in an elite sport where I train super hard, sometimes you just gotta wrestle with someone on concrete, barefoot, in a desert. And I think that was one of the most bonding experiences I've had with this particular member of the team. So thank you so much to them. That was a really fun experience, to be fair. It was hard, obviously, but it was a really fun experience. Then I walked back in, weighed myself 69.9 at weight, at which point they opened the weigh-in. So it all got done, but it was quite not so much stressful, but a different experience to what I've had before.